the Alberta separatism movement front and centre in Calgary Monday night, with supporters packing a banquet hall to discuss why they think their province should leave Canada. And CTV's Scott Hurst joins us now with the latest on that development. Scott, good to see you. Could a separation referendum in Alberta actually become a reality?
Really looking to take the reins and get the issue of Western alienation, Western separation, actually to a referendum vote. Now, this group, the Alberta Prosperity Project, on Monday says it has gathered and collected online support of some 240,000 Albertans for independence. Of course, online support then needs to translate for this group into signatures on a petition in order to get it to a referendum. But this group has also proposed the exact question it wants on a ballot, and it reads, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province of Canada? That's what the group says it wants the question to read. Now, the group on its website also has a stated goal of empowering Alberta to pursue prosperity, self-determination, and sovereignty, and going on to say that Alberta risks remaining, quote, perpetually subservient to the interests of Eastern Canada. So this is the group that is looking to take the reins and get this issue of Western alienation and ultimately Western separation, Akshay, to a referendum for the people of Alberta to ultimately decide.
How much of this, we've seen a lot of criticism actually, target the Premier herself on the manner in which they are saying she has stoked separatism. So has the Alberta government made it easier to call a provincial referendum?
Actually, we've heard from the Alberta Premier multiple times, and she says she does not ultimately support the initiative, but says she will respect any outcome of a referendum vote. Now, we have seen recent polling that suggests that there is some public support for Western separation in Alberta, but it does fall at this time, according to polling, far short of a majority. Now, despite her pushback against Ottawa, specifically the previous Liberal government, and now Danielle Smith stating her priorities for the Carney Liberal government, Smith has said she's focused on getting a better deal ultimately for Albertans. The Premier, however, has introduced a bill, if passed, would make it easier for Albertans to launch referendums on various topics. This legislation would both significantly reduce the number of signatures required and extend the time period for signatures to be collected. Now, Smith, as I mentioned, has repeatedly said she doesn't want to separate, but says she needs to respect the voices of Albertans. Now, as this groundswell of Western separation, Alberta separation, has gained some steam, we've also heard from First Nations group, and they've ramped up their talk by saying First Nations groups condemn any talk of separating, Akshay.
All right, we leave it at that for this afternoon. CTV Scott Hurst, thank you for these updates, Scott.
Thanks, Akshay.